Okay, so today we're here with, what's your name?
Shelley Clark.
And how long have you been camp hosting?
12 years.
Wow, really? I had no idea.
Yeah.
What states have you camp hosted in?
We started out in Ohio, which was close to our personal home, and we did that for 6 years, and then we could continue to go to work from there. So we stayed in our trailer, but we drove to work because it was close.
Cool.
And then my husband was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and life is too short, and so we decided to sell our house and take off, and we've been doing it ever since.
Now, for those that do this, that have a spouse that has challenges, what would you tell them is the easiest thing about it?
The easiest thing, I guess, is just because you don't have a house to worry about. It's just, and some of the bills, so it's a little more relaxing. And plus, we enjoy meeting new people. And now it's becoming a little more difficult because we're changing locations and he forgets where we're at. But other than that, it's pretty good.
So you would, if, let's say my husband were to become fully diagnosed with Alzheimer's, you would suggest that we continue doing this lifestyle?
Until I would. It also gives you a chance to take a walk, and as long as they're safe and they can stay in the trailer, or they can take a walk with you. Yes, I would continue as long as you felt that you could handle it and that the spouse could handle it. Yes.
So I noticed when y'all came in, you drive?
I drive. The rule is he drove for 35 years semi, and he said he drove all of his life. So when we're not pulling the trailer, I drive. And when we're pulling the trailer, he drives, although I think I'm going to have to start driving more of the trailer.
And you're not afraid of it?
The only thing that upsets me is I can't back it up, so I have to make sure I'm only going forward.
What would you tell other people who are thinking about doing this lifestyle?
I would say you need to, do like we did, was camp host locally if you can, keep your home, check it out. Because one thing, we've camped all of my life, I've camped. So that part I'm used to. So you have to just try it out. Can you live together? Because, he retired and then I retired, so we were stuck in a trailer that together. Can you stand losing most of your possessions? Because when you sell your home, you get rid of everything, and except some. I've got some stacked away. And then, do you want to leave your children and your grandchildren?
That was my next question. Yeah. That is my anchor keeping me here, is my grandsons.
And I understand that, but we've sacrificed a lot of our married life together for our children and our grandchildren, and it was time to do something together, because I don't know how long we'll be here. I'm a survivor of breast cancer, and I know how life can be told you're going to be pretty short. So I wanted memories with my husband, and we've always talked about doing this, and we wanted to see the country. We just didn't have the opportunity when we had children, and now we're doing it. And our children, our grandchildren are growing, and they're moving on and doing their things in their life. And like the holidays, we've gone and been there for Christmas, and they all have someplace else to go. Either a mother-in-law, or they have to, their children need to go somewhere. And without a house, that's for one thing, nobody can come gather. And the other thing is even when we had our house, we all couldn't get together because there was always somebody working, somebody had to be somewhere. So I think actually in some ways we're closer because my kids call me. They are very good about calling me. They're very good about calling their daddy. And they keep me up to date of what's going on with the grandkids. Yeah, I do miss some of their concerts or some other things going on in school plays and stuff. But I've lived through it with their mom or dad, and so I kind of know what they've gone through. And it's time for them to enjoy their kids. And
Makes sense. But I still don't want to leave my grandsons.
well, and I understand. I'm wearing a shirt that has all 14 of my grandbabies on it. You know, I just because I do miss them, and at times I do, but I just thought this was more important.
Yeah. How many states have you done?
Oh, 7 that we have done some kind of volunteering in. 7 or 8, I don't know. But you know, we usually try to make it at least a 3 to 4 month stay, so we have enough time to travel the area and check out scenery and stuff. And then sometimes we get comfortable in our trailer and we don't go anywhere, but we try to spend that much time in one place. So we've done national parks, we've done Corps of Engineer, and we've done state parks.
Which one do you like the best?
They're all unique. And you know, people say, which was the best place that you worked at? And you know, like right now, I really like where I'm at here at Little Manatee River. But all of them had their own uniqueness. We were in Oregon, we were at a wildlife refuge, National Wildlife Refuge, and that was definitely something I had no idea about birds. I learned a lot, and that part I loved. The history was fabulous. I love history. We worked at Lyndon Baines Johnson's Texas White House.
Oh my
At
gosh.
Johnson City. I did tours there, and David ended up working in the barns, shoveling poop.
Ugh.
And so that part was wonderful. I mean, because I learned history. It was fabulous. But then we were up in Minnesota and was at International Falls, which is supposed to be the coldest in the lower 48. We were there at Malheur. Sorry, wrong place. Malheur was Oregon. Anyway, we were there, and it was the history there was fantastic. I learned how to do a lot. So and then I've been in state parks that are gorgeous, and you know, you learn the history and to tell people places to go or what to see, and sometimes you fudge a little bit, but you usually get away with everything you tell them.
If you had any place in the state of Florida that you could stay for an extended period, where would it be?
I like this area. We were at Alafai for 5 years, and Alafai is near Plant City. And I like this area just because you get cool, but you're still very warm during the daytimes. The land is beautiful. But I've got to say, we were down at Jonathan Dix, and I absolutely loved it down there too because we were on the coast.
They've asked us to come there.
Yeah, so I can't answer that question because every time we're going to go to Kissimmee Prairie next. I have no idea what it's like, but they say it's a prairie and you're out in the middle of the sticks and try it out there.
I haven't tried that one yet. I haven't even visited that one yet. Let me see, what were some of the other questions? What is the one thing, if you could tell people about living in an RV, that other people have a misconception about people that do it? What is the one thing you want to dispel the misconception of?
I don't know. I guess I've never heard anybody ask that question before. It definitely, you have to learn how to change your lifestyle a little bit because you are, excuse me, confined. You do have to minimize your stuff. But like, I was a spoilt brat, and I talked my husband into buying a new trailer, and it had a bunkhouse in it. And as soon as I got the bunkhouse, I ripped the bunks out till I made it in my junk room. And now all my crafty things that I like to do and other stuff is stuffed in there. We have an apartment-sized freezer in there, so I can buy ahead, and then if we're needing to, like we're low on funds, that we can, use out of the freezer too. So
See, we had a bunkhouse in our pool behind, and I loved it because I could store totes on it. I didn't think about pulling it out, but
yeah, well,
I want to go back to
I
that.
half pulled them out on one side, so I have half of the bunk there, but the other half is open space. And I planned on putting my crafting table back there, but then I got too much stuff, so I couldn't get my crafting table back. So it's still out on the dining room table.
That's in your DNA. Too much crafting stuff.
Nobody asked you, P-Brain.
I was going to say, go away, left brain.
Do you have pets? How many, and do you travel with them? And how do they take the drive?
Okay, we had a cat for 6 years. She was 6 when we adopted her from the Humane Society. And she was scared to death to go outside. I mean, we had planned on taking her walks or doing stuff, and she would destroy you if she could, because she did not like to go outside of the trailer. As far as traveling, we tried when we first got her. We put her in the truck, put her in her carrier, we let her out of her carrier, and she hated it. So the next time we went to leave and we went to gather her, she was hiding, and we said, well, you're going to try that. And that's where she was. She loved traveling. Well, I don't know. She liked it better traveling in the trailer. And we tried to keep her food and her litter box near her, and she would not eat, go anywhere until we were stopped. And then she was yelling at us to hurry up and get everything there. But she has since passed away. And so my husband and I went to the animal shelter, and we got two kittens. They're sisters, and they're terrors. They are complete toddlers. They run back and forth on our trailer. They're into things. They're jumping around. They're on counters. And see, I didn't have any of that with Susie when we had her. So it's going to be, and we have not traveled with them yet. So I'm not sure what it's going to be like. But hey, they're just like everybody else. They'll get used to it.
Yeah.
But they're great companions for my husband. He needed another companion, and so this was good for him. It gives him something else to worry about.
Yeah. Let's see, what else? Anything else you want to tell people about the RV life?
Give it a try.
Or are you going to do a YouTube channel?
No.
Come on.
I do not know anything about YouTube. That's my children's age. That's not mine.
No, there's a lot of us our age. Come January the 15th, I think it is, there is a RV show at the Tampa Fairgrounds.
I love it.
There's a lot of us going to be there boondocking, and we would like for you to join us.
Oh, okay.
So if you can get in there,
Yeah.
show up.
Yeah. We have stayed 2 years there when we've gone and boondocked it. And it's been a lot of fun. But we were by ourselves, and then we didn't know anybody there. So.
Well, look for us, because we're going to be there this year.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Tell everybody bye.
Bye.